Hello.
Not much.
Zero's playing Baldur's Gate.
Nice.
I
successfully have my computer set up.
Hell yeah.
In a new place.
Oh boy.
So hopefully this new place is wired up much better than your old place.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have those same problems.
Oh god, there we go. Alright, that's so much better.
Oh, he pulled his penis out.
No, you know when you like rip a fart that's been brewing in there for a while and it turns out to be way bigger than you thought it was and you just feel great afterwards?
Oh, those are the best ones.
Those are the best ones.
It was kind of cool. I got a bookcase right next to my desk, and my computer's actually on one of the shelves next to it.
Nice.
Oh, that's eclectic.
It's kind of
delightful.
Nice. We've got a lot of stuff crammed into a small apartment, and we've done a pretty fantastic job of organizing it all into something that's pretty nice and livable.
My tower is too big to ever be on a shelf, so I admire you there. Your computer is very... Is it the same? It's the same case from when you built it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, I like that case.
Nothing fancy. Gets the job done. Looks pretty decent while doing it.
So much push-pull. So well, air quality. Speaking of air quality, hello everybody, welcome to Church of Chonkwij podcast. My name is Dr. joined now by Oscar Bastard and OmegaConstruct.
Nice.
Masami
We are short.
yeah,
Short
she was called away on urgent business.
Hopefully not too urgent.
Yeah, hopefully not too urgent. I'm hoping the Twitch changed some things, and I completely ignored. They were just like, things have changed. Watch the tutorial. And being a true man, I was like, no, I don't read instruction manuals.
I don't read instruction manual. Yep.
I'm sure everything's fine.
I know how to program a VCR, sir. Twitch cannot be more confusing than that.
I did see that they updated the mod board, which is good. I was hoping for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
I gotta say, this is weird.
What,
this is my first time sitting down at my computer in this new location. So, like, I've had it set up since yesterday, or day before yesterday even. But I haven't actually sat down, started it up, fucked around on it, and now I'm about to actually start playing a game. It just feels weird to not be in the place where I've done that for, the last 4 years?
2019.
So, it's a new experience for sure.
You need to get little action figures to put around your computer, like I did in college. You didn't. I don't think you did that in college. I was the loser.
No, Doc, we were both losers in college.
Nerds.
I found out that fucking the APU unit, the Matrix toy, is apparently worth a lot of money because one of the shoulders isn't broken.
Oh.
That doesn't matter. I'm never going to sell it. It's mine. It's been next to my... It's not on my computer anymore. It's on the shelves next to my computer, but still. I like it. The Sentinels, on the other hand, are completely fucking worthless. Those are up in a box, I think. Alright. Just to quickly start off, yeah, we all know that Bob Barker passed away. He died at 99, host of The Price is Right on NBC. CBS, sorry. I'm a bad person and I can't read.
Yeah, that's okay. CBS, it's all the same. They're all giant corporate media, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, the age of game shows are truly past their heyday, but now that a lot of the huge figures from that era are disappearing, it's I don't know. It's kind of sad to see it go.
What was the name of that dumbass game where people had to pick briefcases?
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No
Got
Deal.
'em.
Do you think one day we'll be celebrating the life and accomplishments of Howie Mandel, the former host of Deal or No Deal?
I never
Yes.
understood how that game actually worked. To be
Neither
totally
did I.
honest.
I have no fucking idea how it works either.
I don't think anybody understood how it worked, but we all loved it.
Did we?
I didn't watch that one that much. I think the game shows I was watching back in those days were Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was
Yeah,
fun.
I was about to say Regis Philbin, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, how could you not love Regis Philbin, though?
Also, Weakest Link. When that got its American debut, everybody loved that really snipey British lady who
I
hosted it.
couldn't stand her.
And now it's Jane
Yeah.
Lynch.
Oh, yeah, that's a weird. Jane Lynch, maybe she's not. Maybe she's perfectly capable of being snipey and rude. I don't know, but she's always playing an entertaining, funny part. Whenever I watch her in something. I hope I'm thinking of the right Jane Lynch.
I think you are.
Yep, you are.
All right, so Bob Barker, long-term Price is Right, host dies in '99. RIP. There was a joke that was brought up, but we're moving right on. The other person who passed away was John Warnock, who is the Adobe co-founder and inventor of the PDF. This dude was a fucking legend. So I knew him.
This is a man who's truly significant in the development of what we see of as normal, everyday internet, computers, just like the world that we have come to take for granted. This is one of the few people who's truly instrumental in like helping build it.
Yeah, there was a time, children, when printers couldn't really handle a document. Like, say, like you have like a fucking letterhead with a header and a footer in your word processor unit in fucking MS-DOS in 1980, whatever. Or, yeah, and you want to print that out. Well, your printer's gonna fucking freak out because it doesn't know how to do like header or body or anything like that. The software literally did not fucking exist. So Adobe was co-founded by John Warnock, and Adobe plus Xerox started a project to basically create a printable digital file, which became PDF. And that's it is a printable. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I took that course. Doesn't matter. The point is, this is the guy who figured out how to make what's on your screen, what it looks like on your screen, make the printer print it out so that it looks the same. Is that in itself is just so fucking monumentally huge that they took that concept. Obviously, everybody uses a PDF today if they want to share a document. It doesn't matter what you create the PDF on. You could be using Linux Mint, or you could be using a godforsaken Apple operating system, and you can make a PDF and send it to anybody, and they can look at it on anything, and it will look the same.
I mean, listen, we've all been there where you open something in Microsoft Word and it's a different version of Microsoft Word, or it's, you don't have the same options in it, whatever it is, and it just looks like garbage, or whatever it is, different formats. That shit's over. Thanks to this guy. PDFs are the way you get around it.
So yeah, absolute legend. And in 2009, Warnock was one of two recipients of the National Medal of Technology and Innovation by Barack Obama. I did not know that he received that award, but it is the highest U.S. honor for technological innovation and achievement.
I'm glad he got some legit recognition.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, the last part
Not
of this
just
article?
nerds gave him the attention.
But yeah, the last part of this article, I had no idea, but apparently in a 2013 interview for University of Utah alumni, he said that he sucked at math when he was in middle school and high school. He was a really terrible student. In fact, he failed algebra in high school, but he had an amazing teacher in high school who, quote, essentially completely turned me around. He was really good at getting you to love mathematics, and that's when I got into it. And he took that and he studied math as an undergrad at the University of Utah, and then he completed a PhD in electrical engineering. So yeah, went from failing algebra to a PhD in electrical engineering, and invented the
That's
fucking
quite the
PDF.
turnaround.
Yep. So this guy was a fucking legend. Rip John Warnock.
Well, on a more personal note, and I know that you know, this in the wrestling world this past week, we actually lost a couple of very, very instrumental figures in creative. Terry Funk of the Funk Wrestling Dynasty.
Is he the one who brought the funk?
He did bring the funk. He had to bring the funk.
Ow.
But he is instrumental in the creation of ECW. He was a long-time staple in ECW. And
I mean, he was one of the, like,
founding
back
members
before hardcore wrestling and blood and gory and all that shit was popular and mainstream. He was one of the OGs who was making that shit cool.
Yeah. He also we also lost Bray Wyatt, known as Wyndham Rotunda. A creative genius, in my opinion. The man took chicken shit and made it into chicken salad. I mean, he was not given much to work with, and he ended up propelling himself way ahead of everybody else. He had the respect of everybody in the locker room. And creative geniuses like that only come along once in a generation. And sadly, at 36 years old, he passed away from a massive heart attack that was brought on by COVID.
It was, yeah, he had an underlying heart condition that was really exacerbated because he got COVID.
So, but he, losing him, I got to meet him at a house show, and let's just say one of the nicest people on the face of the planet. And he was just so nice. So he talked to everybody, gave you a hug, whether you wanted one or not. He was just that guy.
There's I don't know when it was shot, but there's a really sweet video of him going around. I think it was posted on Reddit first. There was like maybe a 10-year-old fan just waiting outside, and Bret Wyatt just walks out. It was just like, "Hey, buddy," and this kid was waiting to see Bret, and yeah, they just they took a picture together and like shook hands, and yeah, it made this kid's day. And his dad was recording the whole thing. It was just like, holy cow.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, he was super nice. He was really appreciative of his fans.
He was one of those wrestling, one of those wrestlers that just, he got it. He knew that the fans were the reason why they were there, not the money. And so it's, I mean, it's like I said, it's really sad that he got taken from us so young. But, you know, thoughts and prayers out to his family, his two youngest children that are under the age of 5, and then he's got 2 older children who are still under the age of 10. So yeah.
You realize that when you said wrestling is about the fans, not about the money, that somewhere Vince McMahon's forehead vein popped?
Yep.
And
I'm glad that it did. In fact, I hope that it actually popped. I don't wish evil among toward most people, but when that man's house got raided by the FBI, my first comment was, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Yeah. So anyway, Balcor's Gate's still going strong. There's an article about that somewhere in here. But first, just briefly, Steam Strategy Fest begins next week. Actually, might be this week, because this was the 25th and today's the 28th. So yeah, Steam Strategy Fest. Oh yeah, there it is, August 28th to September 4th. If you like strategy games, go fucking look around Steam. It's good shit. I'm not gonna play the video. YouTube fucking hates it when I play videos.
Is there
Shocker.
anything notable that they're kind of talking about? I haven't had a chance to look yet.
If I were a better host, I would have a list of games that I'm interested in. Let's just briefly go to the Steam store. Strategy Fest. Okay. As long as we're talking about it, let's just take a look. Cities and Settlements Carbon. Oh my god, you organized it, you crazy bastards. You actually did it. Farthest Frontier is a game. Okay, there are a bunch of games on my wish list. First of all, Timberborn, the beaver building game. It's 20% off. It's $20 right now if you want to get it. Fucking awesome. That looks like a good game. I just want to check to see if it's out of early access yet. It is not out of early access yet. So, grain of salt. Let's see. Yeah, Timberborn. There's another game called Furthest Frontier. I have to figure out how to pull this up in, Oh, thank you, Steam! Oh, I don't know if this is a beta feature or if this is just, how Steam goes, but holy cow. This is great. I just copied the link and pasted it. So yeah, alright, now you can see what I'm talking about. That list, of course, is gone. Civilization, 90% off. It's $6. So you want Civ 6, 90% off. Anno 1800, it's 75% off for $15. Jesus Christ. Alright. So those are two extremely good games. Age of Empires 4 is another one, 50% off. Crusader Kings is another one off. I don't play the rest of... Oh, Victoria 3 is also off. Oh, and a classic, Age of Empires 2, for $5. Not
Nice.
bad. Yeah, mainly I was interested in Timberborn. Let's just go to cities and settlements. Let's see. You gonna show me what's up? You gonna show me what's up here? Yeah, alright. Farthest Frontier. Ixion! Ixion, which is fantastic. I'll go to the Steam store just briefly so you can see this. This is a fucking amazing game. It is a city builder. You build within a ring. Alright, fine. Play the fucking video then. Show us what it's like inside of the ring. You bastard, where's the gameplay? This is a shitty video. Anyway, this is a great city simulator. And... yeah. Ixion's a good one. I can recommend that. I can also recommend Rise of Nations. It's also $5. These are city builders, base builders, defend your settlements type things. Ixion is out. Farthest Frontier was the other one that I wanted to draw attention to, because I've been paying attention to this one for a little while. Farthest Frontier is kind of like an Anno game. It's kind of like Anno 1440. But from the look of it, I don't think that it's strictly a grid builder, although it might be. I don't think that it is, though. It's just a fucking gorgeous game where you're building settlements. You can see screenshots. And balancing an economy, and it looks fucking gorgeous. The only reason that I've paused on buying it is because it's in early access and I'm wary of that shit. But, hey, it's on sale. You want to check it out. Very positive reviews across the board. Looks like an excellent game. Frostpunk, if you don't have it yet, is 80% off. Timberborn, there you go again. But yeah, those are my four recommendations for me. Frostpunk 2, I don't know.
When? I need it.
For real. Let's see, but speaking of Frostpunk 2, which one? Yeah, oh, it wasn't this one, it wasn't this one, it wasn't this one. I wanted to show, yeah, speaking of Frostpunk 2, Omega posted a game by 11-Bit Studio, which is the publisher of Frostpunk, the Thaumaturge.
Yeah, that one looks really cool.
So there are some, there are some screenshots down here that I'm going to go through. This world looks fucking beautiful, very much in the style of Frostpunk. The textures are just gorgeous, and
it's like a weird creepy fantasy, like dark fantasy Pokemon. They're kind of describing it as.
Yeah, exactly. So it's set in 1905 Warsaw, and it's worth noting this is turn-based, and you're going around and you play as a character who is cursed, I guess, or blessed, whatever. A man named Wiktor Slutsky, who bears gifts and curse to see ethereal entities known as salutors. So yeah, he sees monsters. He sees monsters, and he has to tame them and capture them and save Poland, which sounds fucking phenomenal. So yeah, it has been described as a really dark, gothic Pokemon game. This is great.
That sounds like it could be fun.
So it's made by Fool's Theory, I think. Yeah, it's made by Fool's Theory, and it's published by 11-Bit Studios. So worth checking out. It's fucking gorgeous. It just looks good. That 11-bit, has a phenomenal reputation. And another game that I know, Omega and I are looking forward to at least, is gonna be Absolute Evil's Dungeons 4.
God, I'm so excited for this.
So,
I don't know if you guys remember, but I think Dr. Zero may remember a while back I was playing and streaming a whole bunch of that in the Discord channel. It's so fun.
I was gonna ask you, what was your favorite takeaway from Dungeons 3, and what do you hope is coming back in this one?
I mean, it's a cartoonishly tongue-in-cheek, like, the basic premise is it's a city builder. It's kind of like almost a part city builder, part StarCraft. But you're evil. You're a demon running hell, and you're like the buildings that you make like demonic units, and then you take them up into the overworld and you go kill them, kill good people. You are evil and trying to take over the world, and it's very silly, very tongue-in-cheek, downright goofy at times, and it's a blast. And if you like city builders, if you like that type of RTS elements in a game, and you like games that don't necessarily take themselves too seriously, Dungeons 3 and hopefully Dungeons 4 are amazing. I will definitely be getting it.
To summarize that, I will play a sound that Fluffy uploaded without my knowledge.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm hard as a rock.
So there we go. Seriously though, I had no idea that Fluffy could just do that. That was a revelation. We both discovered it together, and I think we both had this thought at the same time, which is just like, holy shit, Fluffy could have filled up the entire goddamn soundboard with nothing but spam. And he would have done it too. He would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for me, meddling kid. Alright, so that is that. Oh, wait, no, that's not that. There's another game. Cult of the Lamb and Don't Starve Together are joining forces in an Unholy Communion. So there's a cross-event going on between Cult of the Lamb and Don't Starve Together. Omega and I have both played Don't Starve Together. We played together, but Omega is the only one here who's played Cult of the Lamb. Oh, no, wait, Zero. I got it for you, didn't I?
No, you did not get it for me.
Okay. So yeah. What? This is just
I have
neat.
not played it yet, but I want to.
I haven't, I get to see what this unholy crossover will actually entail, but I mean, I'm here for it. Is it like an event, or is it an actual expansion DLC kind of thing? The way it sounded, I thought it looked was like they're just adding new shit to the game. That is.
Yeah. So there are new cosmetics. There are tabernacle decorations and sealed chest skins. Let's see, that fit right in. Let's see, oh, and a pig on a head stick will look great in your cult. So there are cosmetic items that are available for both games. And I wanted to say that there was a. Oh, you can unlock. Oh, wait, sorry. That's in Cult of the Lamb. You can unlock a Weber follower form for your cult. And in Don't Starve Together, Ulits will look, quote, a lot godlier when they are dressed like a lamb. So yeah, it looks mainly cosmetic. I thought that there was an event in Don't Starve Together that was also going on where you could do like a little quest or a little story.
There might be. It's been so long since I played that game, and I never really played it solo. You played it a lot more solo than I did.
Yeah.
So I mostly played multiplayer with you, and never had the understanding of the game that you did.
So basically, yeah, Don't Starve Together is sandbox survival. I describe it that way. There is a story to be followed in there, but it's not like a quest line or anything. It's just you discover locations and you might talk to some people, or you might get a little. An event is the wrong word too, because it's stuff spawning, or it's people saying stuff, or something that gives you a hint to a direction to go to find something else. But yeah, it is. I had a fun time playing that game for a while. That was a good time.
I mean, I remember that there was a lot of stuff that we didn't really get into, at least multiplayer.
Yeah, the
so
underground.
As far as like the underground and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, the underground is some of the different biomes as well. We made friends with the pig people. I remember that because they you give them garbage and they poop for you, and we use the poop as fertilizer.
Right, we did give a lot of trash to the pig people to harvest their poop.
Pick up
you know what's really fun is that I now have my girlfriend in the background hearing my absurd one-sided conversations and not understanding the context of any of it.
Pick up my poop. Yeah.
I mean, you do the same thing in Cult of the Lamb. You force feed your followers. They poop, and you collect the poop and use it to grow more food.
If only it were that easy in real life. Think about how much food the mega churches could grow.
It's just a cycle.
I don't know if human
feed
waste
the
is
people,
good.
harvest the poop, grow more food, feed the people. It's just poop all the way down.
I'm actually going to look into this later. Now I'm genuinely curious. Is there an advantage to using cow manure over like people poop when you're farming?
Carnivorous or omnivorous poop is not good fertilizer.
Oh.
It takes an extra level of like composting and fermentation versus like cow shit, which is a huge amount of undigested or partially digested just plant matter that's kind of actually great for it's like pretty much ready for plants to just fucking chow down on.
Yeah, high in nitrates.
But no.
Okay. All right.
Animals that eat meat don't have great poop for growing food. Well, they don't fertilize with dog shit.
Why is my lawn so fucking green then? My puppy is a poop factory, still.
They all are. All of them. All dogs are poop factories.
That's literally any pet. Any pet that you have is like, I have a thing now that will turn money into poop.
It's true.
He's tiny, so he loves being picked up, and he loves, or he thinks it's really fun to just give like a gentle squeeze to like his whole body. You just like give him a hug, basically. It's like squeeze small. I squeeze small, and he's just like, oh boy, I get squeezed. But every time I do it, I'm cautious because I'm like, how long's it been since he pooped? It's just gonna shoot out. It's like a web slinger from the 90s.
Oh God.
You remember those toys?
Yep, all over the walls.
So, yeah, web shooters. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That's back when people were trying to figure out what the fuck to do with silly string.
Just, it still makes them. They're just
I
branded as
bet.
Spider-Man now. Disney's making all kinds of money off of that.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, do we have a Disney story? I don't think we have a Disney story.
I don't think we do. Damn it.
And last I heard, they've been, it's still mostly about them going toe to toe with DeSantis, and DeSantis trying to back down. And now he's all running for president, and just put that on hold because Florida's getting fucked up with another storm.
Oh yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great as the future president. Yeah. Last I was paying attention to Disney, I was laughing as their live-action remakes of cartoons were tanking. And that brings me great joy because I want people to see the original cartoons. They were fucking works of art. The animation style from the 40s and 50s was goddamn gorgeous.
I don't care what format it is. I just want any more reboots and remakes and whatevers to all fail.
Yes.
I want Hollywood to finally get the fucking message that we need original stories and new ideas, not just fucking regurgitated crap.
Michael
Okay.
Jordan, when he wishes you to get help.
Stop it. Get some help.
I did that with Rod. Yeah, Rod visited me last weekend, by the way. Oh my god! But I was doing that with Rod. I introduced him to the Darmok meme, where it's just Darmok described. We all know what it is, but Rod's never seen Star Trek before. So it's just Darmok standing there, being like, "Oh, what's a good one? Yeah, Jackie Chan, his face squinting, his hands raised." It's just Darmok describing memes. I fucking love it. I don't know why it's so funny to me.
How's the old Romanian doing?
Still crazy.
Yeah.
You know, as Romanians are.
He thought,
Was he in a tracksuit?
no, he's living. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of surprised because yeah, he is living the Florida lifestyle. But there's no reason you can't wear a velour tracksuit in Florida when you love the heat as much as that man does.
Does he wear a Cuban chain?
Sure. Yes. Yes, absolutely. He's always had at least one chain.
That's
but yeah.
right. That's right.
This is probably not a story that I should tell on the podcast, but Rod thought he wanted to join me on a walk with the dogs, and he told me this as he was standing in my driveway wearing flip-flops and shorts and a short-sleeve shirt. I was like, okay, yeah, you definitely, you can come for a walk with us. That'd be great. The dogs would really love that. Do you have, you should put on some closed-toed shoes, and I don't know if you got pants. That'd be a great idea. He's like, no, man, it'll be fine. That's okay. I'll just wash my feet off, when we're done. I was like, yeah, that's not, okay. We just went.
Sure.
Long story short, he got eaten alive by mosquitoes. He did not have a good time.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Also kind of my fault. I didn't realize that I don't use off, but I didn't realize that there's actually an old can of it in the driver's side door of my car. Could have given that to him. Probably still works.
I think it's a funnier story.
Expired, probably not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, Zero, you're probably right. Yeah. The chemicals in that will last until our species has been annihilated by climate change. Aliens will arrive on this planet and excavate the ruins of our civilization, and they will find cans of off and Twinkies and be like, I wonder if it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah, it'll be Keith Richards and 5 roaches standing there looking over the destroyed horizon, and Keith Richards puffs a can of off that is long since expired.
And Keith Richards has the last of the compressed air cans. He's
It's
huffing.
true.
He's just puttering around, huffing, while aliens are trying to get his attention, being like, "Excuse me, what planet is this?" Oh, bless that man. Alright. So wait, there are more great games, actually. There were a ton of game-related release news, release game news coming out this week because of some conferences and festivities. Cons, that's right. It's all a con. Civilizations meet city skylines, but with more player freedom. So there is a game called Ara History Untold by Oxide Games, and it looks... Why is the picture not there? Will that work? Yes. So yeah, it looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, I thought this game looked pretty amazing.
Gorgeous game. And if it's got Civ mechanics and yeah, City Skylines is obviously a big boon for me. Yeah, if it's got Civ mechanics, then it might be an amazing game for everybody to check out. So yeah.
Well, it's not just yeah, it's funny because like they were not just talking about their game; they were taking some shots at Civ a little bit when they're talking about the game in the interviews. Talking about, you know, this style of game having kind of fallen on its laurels and not really evolved or developed in any new ways in a while. You know, Civ game is kind of a same as it has been for a long time, just, you know, different mechanics here and there, but same basic idea. And they're really proposing to, yeah, do something new with the genre. I'm kind of excited for it.
Civ 5 was at the end when it was all finished and everything was out. It was a brilliant game that I really enjoyed, and I sunk a lot of time into that game. And then Civ 6 came out, and it was basically Civ 5 but more cartoonish. And I wasn't initially terribly fond of it, and it grew on me after a while. But that is because it's a 2K game, and what they did was they dribbled out DLC for it. And that wasn't initially a problem for me because I bought the whatever Ultimate Edition or some crap, so I got the first couple seasonal DLCs for free. But that's kind of where the model of Civ has gone at this point, is they release a game that is bare bones, and then they charge money for all the additional features. I'll say 2 of the features in Civ 6 were welcome additions. One, the Rise and Fall edition that added in governors and different mechanics units, different mechanics mainly, World Congress, I believe. And the other one was whatever the climate change one was, where you can have
natural disasters.
Yeah, you can have hurricanes, you can have volcanoes going off, you can have rising seas, things like that. So those were great. Credit where credit is due. That's a great way to sort of advance what a Civ game is. But at its core, yeah, it's kind of been the same since Civ 4, I want to say. Civ 3 was something else. Civ 4 was where it got different, and Civ 5 where I think it got kind of perfected in terms of gameplay. And then Civ 6 sort of rode that and added some neat features. So if there's there's a new take on Civ, and yeah, it's gonna go even more advanced, I'd love to take a look at this. This looks like fun. And hopefully it's multiplayer.
I mean, can't imagine it not being. It's kind of hard to have a strategy, you know, combat-focused game like that without being able to play against people.
It does sound actually very interesting. There's a card-based system in Ara History Untold as you progress through the tech tree. So as opposed to Civ's tech tree, where you're just researching one technology to unlock new technologies, and you eventually research all of them, in this game it looks like you research technology and you pick one of 3 things that is a result of that, and then you follow that branch of the tech tree, and on and on and on it goes.
Well, my reading of it, I thought it was saying that, like, basically each time you can do a new technology, it's you get to pick one of a, like, random batch. So, like, you never will have the same tech tree twice, and you kind of need to, like, it encourages you, like, developing and growing and interesting in new ways. Which kind of reminds me of the game Surviving Mars, which I don't think you ever played, Doc, but you watched me play a fair bit.
I did.
The tech tree in that game is it is a large pool of things, and once you completely research everything, you get all of it. But the order in which you get it each time is relatively randomized. There's different types of researches. Like there's, I forget what they're called, but there's a few like high tier researches, and then most of them are just more basic, normal kind of research. But they're categorized in, different, like 4 different silos, maybe 5 different silos of, like engineering, atmospheric or terraforming, construction, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you go through it, linearly, but what you unlock in what order is randomized from within that silo.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that's. I actually found the quote. Let's see where it is. Here it is. So, concerning Ara's tech tree, you'll pick from 3 randomly drawn cards, and then research that one technology. So you're correct. And then it goes on to say you'll move on to something completely new when the next deck, as it's entirely fresh. So I guess the idea behind this is to make a more flexible kind of, or make more flexible gameplay in terms of your advancement. So you don't, and this is a problem in Steam or in Civ. You don't, with Era, decide precisely what kind of victory you're aiming to go for, and then go towards that. You sort of discover where you're headed and what's best for you. In Civ, many of the civilizations that you can play have a meta to win, and it's religion or it's science. Fucking Korea dominates science.
That gets really annoying.
It does, yeah, because you end up playing
boring.
races certain ways, and if you want to do like a domination victory, then you go with Greece or you go with Germany, and if you want to lose, you go with America.
I would love to see a game of this type that, I guess this is always going to be considered like a holy grail of across many genres, but like a game that there is no wrong way to play. Fucking Butcher. God damn it. Just kill me, you asshole. I hate the Butcher. I cannot kill him at all.
Asshole.
Dick.
And he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just let him kill me nowadays. I don't even bother fighting him.
But where was it? Because you just brought it up. Oh, no, since, just briefly, since you're playing Diablo and I switched to you for a sec, there's Mother's Blessing going on right now in Diablo 4. And, Omega, you want to tell us a little bit about what the hell that is?
No, what's going on? I haven't touched video games in it's been a good, almost a week, maybe 5 days. So I am out of the loop.
Not as good as Path of Evil, Path of Evil, made for iPad, where you play as Paladin, who fights for what he believes is right, 10% gold drop.
Oh my god, thank you!
This is starting on September 1st and going to September 5th, and all players are going to earn XP and gold at a 25% increased rate. So this is called Mother's Blessing. And
is it? Just extra gold and XP? No, actual event there?
No, 25%.
Damn. Yeah, I saw an article the other day. I didn't share it, but it was just basically calling out Diablo and failing at being a live service game. Like, say what you will about the bugs and issues that can, but that aside, just the nature of this game being a live service game, there's no events, there's no matchmaking, there's no, you know, recurring ongoing things. Seasons are nothing new to Diablo games. So if they wanted this to be a live service game, they've failed so far at providing that experience.
The cynic in me when I look at the state of Diablo 4 says that they've recreated Diablo 3 with the aesthetics of Diablo 2 and none of the end game or the shit that Diablo 3 developed into to make it a really fun playable game towards end game. But yeah, I keep on trying to tell myself, well, there's time. They are gonna work on this game for a while, hopefully, and they're not gonna just fuck off and focus on Diablo 5.
Yeah, that's sort of my reasoning on why the game is failing as a live service game, so to speak, is that it's still just very clearly in the phase where it needs to focus on fixing some of the things that are still broken.
Right now, it seems to be the equivalent of Diablo 3 during auction house times.
Yeah,
And it needs to move on.
This game is not in its final form.
Yeah, it needs to, but that's the thing. I mean, Blizzard should know better. Just move on from that. And get onto the really ridiculous MMO shit. Do a boss battle where 50 players come together. Crap like that.
Fuck it, I mean, that'll be fun.
If you're doing MMO, go all out. Yeah, right? Let's see, so that's the Blizzard event. Oh, more games, guys!
I mean, it is a sad state where, like, Diablo Immortal, a free game, has significantly better live service elements, events, rotating, things happening, a lot of variety for players to do.
Yeah.
Immortal has more of that, and it's better.
What's the incentive to log into Diablo 4 every day?
There's no no, there's no daily login reward.
Or like daily events that you need to do to get rewards, or
just the same
tasks
things that are always there. No, same things that are always there. You can do your whisper dungeons. You can wait for Legion events to pop up, and you wait for bosses to pop up, and you do Helltide when it happens every 3 hours, 2 hours. So literally, no, it's the same rotation of things, just kind of continuously. There are no this day is this, or hey, for this week we're doing this event, or this crazy thing's happening here. None of that kind of stuff.
The thing is, I hate Lost Ark. I've come to the conclusion I really dislike that game, but I keep on playing it. I play it every day because I log in and I get a reward. There's always some event going on where I can do brief tasks and gain a currency and buy shit that I want, so more rewards. There's always some goal to attain in the clan, so I can always do some tasks and get some resources and get rewards, and then I can use the whatever that I did to increase the standing in the clan to rank it up and get rewards. So everything in that game gives you some kind of reward, and that's probably why I keep coming back to it. Also, I can play that game and I don't have to do any of the fucking endgame content. Never done a Guardian raid. I've never done the Argos raid. That's the first thing that you're supposed to do when you hit gear score, whatever, 1370. I'm 1490, I've never done Argos. So yeah, what we're talking about is, that'd go a long way in Diablo 4. Give players daily stuff to do. Give them daily rewards, give them daily tasks. Even if it's just a little resource cache, give them some mushrooms, There's some pretty flowers. Tell them to make potions. I don't know.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's the kind of thing the game needs. And if they did a good job of, figuring that out, it would go a long way to, making it feel like a live service game and giving people a reason to come back every day. Because of right now, it's just the loop. It's just the gameplay loop.
Yeah. Diablo season something is coming out soon. I think Linus and I are going to play the Diablo 3 season.
I'm going to check it out.
Welcome.
It looks fun.
Yeah, you're welcome. We should all get back together in Diablo 3. We should do season together.
I mean, I'm not going to not play Diablo 3 just because Diablo 4 exists. I'm going to not play Immortal anymore. But that's because I finally got to the effective free-to-play cap.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, same. Me too in Lost Ark. Jesus Christ, you should see some of the fucking reworks that they did in the last patch. Nobody plays Lost Ark here but me, and nobody cares about Lost Ark who listens to this podcast, but I'm going to talk about Lost Ark. So they had an update like a week ago. They changed some mechanics around. They did a couple of really fantastic things, like moving junk from your inventory into your roster storage, which doesn't take up any space. It's just like there's this dedicated little spot for these items, and they stack up to, I don't know, 999 billion or something, so you're never going to run out of space there. That's a great idea. Cleans out your inventory, gives you more space, more room to play around with. Stuff like that is always welcome. They also changed how wandering merchants work. You no longer have to just go around the map and check every single possible spawn location. Now the map tells you where they are, and it tells you how long they're sticking around for, and it tells you what they have for sale, or what they might have for sale. Fucking brilliant, brilliant updates. Really appreciate stuff like that. Then they took my armor, and they changed my armor set. So now it has completely new stuff on it, which actually turns out to be quite beneficial. I like the changes that they did to my armor. But it used to be plus 20. Now it's plus 15. I'm the same gear level, but it's plus 15. I can still put that up to plus 20 if I want to, but I noticed now when you roll past plus 15, it's back to costing 300 gold per roll, and your chances of actually successfully honing the gear have dropped to between 3 and 6%. So that's for level 16, 17. I don't know if it's worse for 18, 19. So fucking dog shit. I'm just not rolling gear. I have mats coming out my ass, but I am not wasting gold like that. That is so fucking awful. And the other thing is, you used to be able to increase the honing percent chance with like external things like books. And they fucking changed how the book system works. There's an event going on right now, and I was stocking up on those books, and all of a sudden I looked at how they changed it. All of a sudden you can't use those books past level 15. There's no books anymore to help me increase my honing rate chance. So fuck those changes. Lost Ark devs, hate you.
Fuck books.
Plastic bag.
I'm an albatross.
Flap, flap, flapping my albatross wings. I have been quoting that very frequently to my puppy because he has the puppy equivalent of ADHD. Because he loves chasing.
Just a puppy.
No, he loves chasing ball. Like you'd think it was his favorite thing to chase ball, but then he will chase ball, he will catch ball, and he will be like, "Oh boy, I caught ball," and then his attention will just immediately get sidetracked to something else, being like, "Oh, what was that? Piece of candy?
Squirrel."
Squirrel. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So enough of that. There's another cool game that's on the horizon, and it is Return to Moria, a Lord of the Rings game that Omega described as Deep Rock Galactic set in Tolkien's universe, and I hope to God you're right, because it sounds like you are.
Yeah, the way it looks to me, it's like the owners of the Tolkien IP finally learned about the existence of Deep Rock Galactic, the game. And they're like, oh, wait, people want to be dwarves and just mine? Yeah, we can do that.
Abso-goddamn-lutely yes. So it looks like you'll be encountering baddies, you'll be mining, you'll be exploring. It looks fun, and I see in screenshots like a single dwarf, but I see in their fucking promo picture that there are 3. So again, it's a game. I'm really hoping that it is not a solo game. I hope that it is multiplayer.
Well, again, if they are learning anything from Deep Rock Galactic on their way to making this game, they'd be absolutely stupid to not make it multiplayer.
So I guess we're banking on the fact that there was only one Balrog in Moria, and Gandalf smote its ruin on the mountainside. So if that's the case, we have nothing to worry about. Just a whole bunch of goblins.
It shall not
maybe a
pass,
troll.
damn it.
It did not. Wait a minute. Last paragraph. What's sexy Shelob?
Excuse me? The sexy what now?
Sounds like a Google search you should do in your own time.
Nice.
Oh, Middle-earth, Shadow of War. Shelob crawls out in spider form, turns into a fine black mist, and takes the shape of a beautiful woman in a slim-fitting black dress.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. I remember that now.
Okay.
Good game.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I'm surprised you never played the Shadow games.
I'm still kind of done with solo player games. I did go back and play Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but yeah, those massive epics, single player games, I had my fun with them, with the Mass Effect trilogy, and with the first Assassin's Creed games. And some other stuff, too.
So you're just swearing off the genre forever now?
No, it's it's not, it's just not what I'm going after right now. As if I'm really going after anything right now. I haven't had fucking shit time to play for video games.
Yeah.
Balls, Rog. This is a golden article that I'm scrolling through right now with all these pictures. I can't, yeah, that'll do. I can't believe I didn't find this article earlier. I would have done a whole podcast devoted to this. That's hot. I'm going to save that for later. Alright, and that's the end. Other sexy suggestions for Lord of the Rings. Sam Gams. You could have Samwise Gamgee in hot pants.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
The One Ring could have a nice diamond on it. I take the Sauron.
I think it's some another use for the One Ring.
Yeah, exactly. What? They made a porn parody of that, didn't they?
I would be surprised if they didn't.
I hope to God they did. And wait, I know where to look. If they did, I have it. I know the drive to look on. All right. Let's see. Dwarves, but shaved all smooth. I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't know. Is it really a dwarf if it doesn't have a beard?
No.
Yeah. You got to keep some hair on there. You got to keep the beard and the eyebrows. Let's see. Strider. I hardly knew her. Ha ha! Let's see. The Two Towers touching. Goddamn, I wish Leetness was here. Oh, wait, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Leetness. And Wereworms. Wereworms?
Wereworms.
I don't get it. I'm not hip enough. Okay, the somber article, not really. The Starfield leaker, who I don't think that we covered. Did we cover? I don't know if we covered. Let's see. He's been arrested. He apologized to Todd Howard, and he's going to jail. So, Zero, I think you posted this one. Do you know?
I did, and it made me giggle because they were like, He apologized to Todd Howard. I was like, do these people who steal not know who Todd Howard is and the type of person he is?
He was in chess club in high school.
It's like, oh God, yeah, because that doesn't build up any resentment or hate for humanity.
You can tell how spiteful a man is by how he talks about how he was in chess club. And Todd Howard is full of spite. But yeah, what was the deal with this guy? He leaked Starfield, I assume.
Leaked a whole bunch of stuff from Starfield, and when he did, they were able to very easily find him. And yeah, they were like, "Oh, you want to apologize? Okay, that's fine. We're still going to have you arrested. Thanks for the apology, though. We appreciate it."
So yeah, I guess he worked at a warehouse where there were multiple copies of the game being stored pre-shipment. So not a great idea. Not a great idea to steal something from a place that you work at, then go online and say that you have it and leak a bunch of details about it. Possibly downright stupid, some might say. But that's what Todd Howard was doing this week. Oh, and let's see. We are just going to go right back to this for this story. If I can get all my ducks in a row. Baldur's Gate 3 Owlbearer from top rope deals enough damage to take down pretty much anything. This is a brilliant system. When I read about this sounds really fucking awesome. So, Owlbearer has a feature. It's called Crushing Flight. It's an attack. It scales with mass. So what you do is you make the owlbear bigger. You change it from, is it already large or is it medium?
Oh yeah. No, it is considered a large creature when it is fully grown.
Okay, so you take it from a large creature and then you enlarge it using spell. Let's see. Crushing Flight says is massive, the bigger area, the harder you fall. Crushing Fall negates fall damage, which leaves you free to pretty much nuke an enemy from orbit. There's a clip. I don't have to play it. So, yeah, let's see. How exactly do you do this? I read it. I fucking read it.
See, well, this is why... This is how you know this game has captured the true spirit of D&D. Because they've left in these absurd things that you can do because they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And, like... But also, they're probably pretty limiting in other ways, too. Which is why they can, you know, why they're fun and why you can kind of let them happen. If you want to dedicate yourself to that, have fun.
Oh, so, alright, you can use the enlarge spell, and you could also potentially use the jump spell, if you want to, so you can make it larger than large, and you can either just find some way to get it up above the ground, have it jump and attack and fall, and it nukes enemies. So the owlbear torpedo 30 meters to deliver an incredible 821 points of bludgeoning damage. And there's a video of it happening. So yeah, this was just funny when I read it. This is great. I love this shit. And the thing is, yeah, it's not game breaking because how many people are going to be able to set this? If you can set this up perfectly in every single fight and nuke the baddie, then you deserve to nuke the fucking baddie.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're going to devote yourself to doing this, then you've earned it.
Yeah.
Because it's a ridiculous number of steps. But that is great. So Baldur's Gate 3 is still going strong. Still a great game. People still having fun ways. That's my favorite part of playing any video game, is getting to the part where you start breaking it. So good times. Also, and oh god, it's the return of Warframe talk. We get to talk about Warframe again because TennoCon happened, or is wrapping up. And it was announced that Warframe is coming to iOS devices in 2024. For ever since launch, Warframe has been Windows only. It's a PC only game. You can play it on Linux with some creativity, I'm going to say. It's not exactly stable. So yeah, it's been a Windows only game, and now DE wants to put it out for iOS.
Nice.
Anybody interested?
Everybody should have access. No, not at all.
Now Whoopi Goldberg can play Warframe. Good for her. It's a callback.
So my thoughts on Whoopi Goldberg, fuck that bitch.
Why you hate on Guinan?
Why you gotta hate on Guinan?
I don't like her as a person.
What's wrong with her as a person?
She says dumb shit.
So does everybody. What do you think this
I will
podcast
agree.
is?
Well, yeah, but we say dumb shit, and we know we say dumb shit. She says dumb shit, and then dumb shit just kind of keeps falling out of her mouth after she apologizes for saying
She's
dumb
not
shit.
that bad.
I don't think that she should be apologizing in the first place. I think she should double down.
Well, I
on
agree.
it. That would make
mean-
it all the much better. It's like, yeah, that's just you trying to have fun and people being like, no, you can't say that. That's not right. I don't know. I can't find any specific examples of things that Whoopi Goldberg has said that took me aback or I thought were out of place. Any more than anything else that's said on The View, which I think is just stupid, but that's the point
Yeah,
of The
well,
View.
What was it? The Family Guy episode where it's just them clucking like chickens, and then
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Jones lays an egg.
She lays an egg. And they all congratulate her because she laid an egg. Oh, that was great. See, light-hearted ribbing. Whoopi would appreciate that. And in the same vein as Warframe, the alternate project that DE Steve went off to work on, Soulframe, got a brief, an overview, I guess a sneak peek from Rock, Paper, Shotgun, and it was written by a guy who absolutely drives me crazy because after his second paragraph, I started reading his voice like it was Ira Glass, and it drove me insane. But the article is just basically talking about how the game feels. So whereas Warframe is very fast-paced and there's a lot of firepower and pretty lights and all the rest of that, Soulframe is described as much more paced and suspenseful and tension-driven and whatever. Could be good, could be bad, but this is an extremely advanced sort of look at Soulframe, which is not even in alpha yet.
Yeah, I mean, that game's not going to be for a while.
2030. We taking over under bets.
I mean, it'll be before then. I'll go under on that.
Yeah, under, but not by much. I'll say 2028 is a safe bet.
Yeah, I was thinking 7 or 8.
There was one thing that he said in this article that made me stop for a moment. Okay, here it is. Quote, "The story consists of fighting the Ode's minions while rediscovering the talkative spirits of your ancestors, with whom you can perform pacts that bestow abilities, the game's equivalent of Warframe's classes." So that gave me pause because classes. What an interesting word to use with Warframes. I've never used that word. I don't think Omega has ever used that word. I don't really recall anyone ever using that word. So what did I do? I went and I saw whether or not Warframe has classes. First thing that I got was a fandom page, a Warframe wiki fandom page from 2017, where someone suggested in a thread that we categorize Warframe by class. For example, ice frames, fire frames, stealth frames, whatever the fuck boobin is frames, etc., etc. But that was it. The rest of the mentions were all on Reddit, and it was people brand new to the game trying to learn what was what. So I don't think that you can describe Warframe as having classes. You have frames.
I mean, but different frames. I would say less classes and more roles. Like you have CC, you have
Sure, you have a support
nuke,
role.
You have
Yeah.
one part, or you have like single target DPS. You have support frames, healers. So like I can kind of see them categorized in classes a little bit, but it's more like roles. more like party roles or styles.
This just conflicts with the way that I always thought about warframes, which is that your orbiter is a Swiss Army knife, and each frame is a tool on the Swiss Army knife. You use the right tool for the right task. Some of the
Yeah,
tools
but
are
a lot of the
remarkably
tools-
similar.
Look at it.
Yeah, that's how I've always referred to it too. But a lot of the tools do look kind of similar
Yeah, there are definitely similarities between.
and provide similar function. Sometimes it's the flavor. Yeah, maybe there's a little flourish on the tool that you like better than another one. But if you need to put up a protective bubble, do you go with Frost or do you go with Limbo? That's whatever you're in the mood for. Mix in some Cora once in a while. Fuck Mag, Nova. All those things are great. Defensive, bubble protective, CC frames. Just different.
Excuse me. I was thinking of stealth frames, just like basically Loki, Ash, Avara. I think that's kind of it. That can cloak. Wisp when she's airborne. But yeah, if you want to stay permanently cloaked and you want to move wicked fast, you use Loki. If you want to stay permanently cloaked and have a huge energy pool and move slowly and like track shit, you go Avara. And if you want to be cloaked sometimes and then just completely annihilate the room, you go Ash.
Well, it's like if
So-
you want to be cloaked and go unnoticed and move fast, that's Loki. If you want to be cloaked and go unnoticed and take your time, that's Ivara. If you want to be cloaked and fucking destroy everything everywhere without a care in the world what's around, that's when you go Octavia.
Oh, Octavia is the other cloak from... Yeah, you're right, yeah. Ash is really the frame that is going to destroy the goddamn room, and you can cloak if something pops up unexpected, and you need 8 or 9 seconds.
I mean, yeah, he's not a cloak frame. He's a ninja frame who can,
Disappear.
quote unquote
Yeah.
cloak. More like he can, disappear in a smoke bomb and show up somewhere else. But yeah, for like true cloaking, I'd say it's Ivara, Loki, and Octavia.
Boomhauer throwing pocket sand.
No, that's Inaris.
Yeah, Inaris is the pocket sand guy. Pocket sand! God bless that game. Alright, so Soul Frame is something that, it's in the back of my mind, but we're obviously not expecting it out anytime soon.
Nah, but when it comes around, I'm sure we'll fuck around with it.
Yeah, most likely. We'll try to get into the
One day.
alpha or the beta or something. See if it's worth the money.
We'll see if Steve can actually turn his, brain vomit into something fun and playable.
There is something about Warframe that also happened during TennoCon that I have mixed feelings about. So we already have things like there's prime unvaultings where you can pay like $40, $50 for 2 Warframes and all the shit that used to come out minus some of the it includes some of the cosmetic stuff. But yeah, you have stuff like that comes out every couple of months, so it's just a frame that was released as Prime previously that they're rolling out again. If you missed it and you want to spend money on it, you can buy it, and for that duration, also, the relics are unvaulted, so you can farm for the relics. Cool. We also have Prime Access, which are the brand new Warframes that come out that are primed, and you can pay anywhere from $50 to $130 or $140, $150, $140 to just buy the Warframe, the brand new weapon, the Prime Warframe, the Prime weapons, the Prime accessories, resource boosters, and some platinum. Now they've added something else. There is... I should actually go to it here so that I have it right in front of me when I'm talking about, but I'm going to need to go to the store because I already closed it out of my Warframe page. What are they calling it? Heirloom Collections. So there's new DLC content available called Heirloom Collections. And what are these? They are collections of skins. They're basically... two Warframes are selected. In this case, I believe it's Mag and Frost. And if you get one of these heirloom packs, there are three different heirloom packs that you can buy. You will get the heirloom skins and for these 2 frames, and you'll get 2 weapon skins as well. Or you might get the skins and some heirloom sigils and glyphs and a color palette. Or you can buy all of it. And this is what kind of teased me off. There are 3 different prices for these. The most expensive one is $90. You're paying $90 for 2 skins, 2 weapon skins, some attachments, and Royal Aya, and 600 plat. That's for $90. Or you can get the next pack down, which is $70, or the next pack down, which is $50. So they're adding this DLC. I get it. It's cosmetics. You don't need it. You can ignore this and keep on playing Warframe. But I don't like that. I don't like that DE is doing this because it makes me worry about DE. Are they worried about their income revenue? Or are they looking for new ways to make money? Or are they not doing well? Or is this just something nice that they thought that they would come up with?
I mean, here's the thing. We've talked about it before. Like, DE makes its money on, churning out new shit. But at a certain point, how many more Warframes can they churn out? Maybe they're doing what Dubai's doing, and they're like, oh fuck, can't do oil anymore, gotta switch to tourism. So now DE's like, well, we ran out of Warframe ideas, so we gotta switch to something. Prime Access ain't gonna last forever. Because that's the thing. The biggest moneymaker for DE is Prime Access. That is their quarterly income bundle in huge amount. Like, that's definitely one of their biggest moneymakers. If they ever stop making Warframes, that means that one day they're going to stop having Prime Access.
Yeah, and they're going to be reduced to the unvaultings. And maybe at that time they would need something like this to swap in heirloom collections to offer people exclusive skins. So maybe they are actually preparing to stop making new Warframes.
Hey, like I said, I've said it many times, DE is a digital art studio that masquerades as a game developer. This just further confirms it.
And not for nothing. I mean, if you look at the heirloom collection, the Frost skin is pretty. The Mag skin it's okay as well.
Hey, I don't doubt it for a second. DE has always been able to make a prettier game than they make a good game. Which is saying something, because Warframe's a pretty good. Pretty good game. But it looks way better than it plays.
And they have been...
I won't say better than it plays, but better that it's designed and directed.
It is. The credit of their new creative director. I don't actually know how much Reb has to do with it, but they have been focusing a lot on bug repairs and fixing little foibles and things that have been annoying across the game, especially with the new Davari content. So they're doing a good job there. But still, Railjack needs help. People are still getting stuck in between missions doing Railjack. You can still... Omega and I have encountered
you still get the
no end of fucking
permanent
bugs.
wordhold?
Oh my god, yes, you can. It can still happen, and it can still
How
fuck
have they
you
not
over.
fixed the perma wormhole? The permanent wormhole has been there for
Since launch.
4 years now?
Yeah, since Railjack came out. However long ago that was. So yeah, then little stuff like that. There's still on the Venus tile set, I think it is, Omega. You remember that one time when our 2 frames just accidentally discovered a way to get off the map, and we were running around and back. And it was a mobile defense mission, I remember, because I wanted to see if the mobile defense thing that I was carrying would land on the floor or something, and it didn't, and it just fell through the map, and we were fucked. That wasn't my finest moment. But yeah, stuff like that still exists. That you can still get to that area. So yeah, Warframe is a mixed bag. For the most part, the game plays really excellently well. Matchmaking is seamless, always has been. But yeah, there's other bugs that need help.
The core gameplay is great, and always has been. But unfortunately, their monetization scheme has forced them into this perpetual cycle of releasing more and more content which leads to inevitable power creep, which leads to inevitable nerfs, which leads to inevitable recalculations of entire mechanics. What are they up to now? Damage 3.0 still? Or no, it's damage 2.0, but it's melee 3.0, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever it is. Like, that's the issue with the game, and it's never gonna. If they keep adding content, eventually you're gonna start diluting the core of the game. Which, I mean, I don't play Warframe anymore for a reason. I think they are long past the point of having diluted the core of the game, and sure, Warframe's the kind of game where you can do whatever you want to do in it, and you don't have to engage in the content you don't want to engage in. But I mean, so much of the new content that they continue to release involves all of this other stuff. Like it's the game has become, the core of it is amazing, but it's all the stuff that DE has sort of slopped on top of it. It's like a multimedia collage made by a 13-year-old.
Hi, Steve. Hey, Kirby. Kirby's here.
Hey,
this was a while
Kirby.
ago. God damn it, I stopped paying attention to chat. I'm an asshole.
So nice of Kirby to stop in, even though we are terrible podcast hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should really put this up on my other screen. I just should. It's not like it would be that difficult. And I would be a better person for it. Anyway, yeah. That was the Warframe news. And then, let's see. Oh, the next thing was GTA. We were talking about GTA 6. There was an interview with CEO Strauss Zelnick. And he was on CNBC talking about how Take-Two did not perform well this quarter, but he was asked when is GTA 6 going to come out, and he gave a very corporate answer and then ended it with, "We have a great outlook for fiscal 2025." So everyone is predicting that GTA 6 will be coming out in fiscal 2025 because the expected revenue net is going to be $8 billion, which is a lot.
Yeah, this article actually gets into it. Like, these are financial projections that the company has released to its shareholder.
Right.
So, like, the game developer office, those people have yet to, the people who are actually making the game have yet to come out and announce a release date. But, like, the corporate entity has legal responsibilities to report projections to shareholders, and they are that's publicly available information. So they've yet to say, like, oh, this is when the game's coming out, but the corporation is saying, we're expecting to make a fuck ton of money in this year.
Right.
Like, this part of the year. Like, that's when we're expecting to make what was it, $8 billion?
Yes.
Is their projection?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this article rightly speculates that when it comes to Take-Two, the only thing that could push numbers like that would almost certainly be GTA 6.
Red Dead 3?
Yeah, right. No,
I don't think it'll be Bully, whatever the sequel number that's up to is going to bring in that cash.
No, probably not. But the big thing for Red Dead is the port that's coming. The one with the... I don't think it even has the remastered graphics. It's just people are going to pay money for a Red Dead port. Yeah, have fun with that, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I would love a PC port.
They don't have... Rockstar doesn't have a great history with re-releasing games. Like the 3 GTA games that they put out a while back that turned out to be not so great. Kind of buggy.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but it's such a fun game, so beautiful. I mean, at least we have, Red Dead 2, but still.
Yeah, and I will say that when GTA 5 came out, it was nowhere near the game that it is today, but when it came out, online was pretty fucking stable. If you could manage to get yourself a lobby without a hacker or a modder in it. But that's not a problem anymore. Mods Nexus provides a tool for anyone that wants to create a private lobby in GTA 5 or in Red Dead Online. Download the tool. It's easy to use. It is not invasive.
So what do you think? Let's place our early bets here. GTA 6, is this going to be like a Baldur's Gate launch situation, or is this going to be a Cyberpunk launch situation?
Ooh.
This game is GTA 6 when it comes out in 2 years' time. Let's place our first bets here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be good. I don't think Rockstar is gonna fuck up their flagship.
Oh no,
like
they're not
that.
gonna fuck that up that bad.
Well, not intentionally, but beyond that, I don't. Rockstar doesn't have the history of like fucking up a game release or anything like that. Granted, neither did CD Projekt Red, but
Yeah.
I don't. All their launches or GTA 5 at least was extremely successful. I can remember that far back at least. It was
So
fucking
with Blizzard,
2012 or something.
We are entirely used to Blizzard, like
Oh, they fuck up.
is going on in this game.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
It's launched, and then like the
Everything they
version of
do.
the game you play a year later is very different, and then the version you play 3 years later is very different again.
Man, the last actually like stable, good, non-breakable Blizzard game that I remember coming out was Warcraft 3.
Mhm.
And that was a single-player experience for me. I didn't do the online. I can't speak to that. But geez, yeah. No, I think I agree with you. I think GTA 6 will be pretty good. I think it'll hit it off successfully on launch day. Whether or not there are going to be
the real
problems.
question is going to be, we're going to have to see what kind of like bullshit they do when it comes to monetization.
Right.
Are we going to get GTA season passes now?
Online solved it by overpricing everything in the game and then selling you shark cards. So that's how GTA 5 has stayed alive for so fucking long.
Yeah, I mean, Red Dead Online, though, on the other hand, does the full, live service MMO style. Yeah, here's your battle pass.
Yeah.
Here's your this. Here's your that.
Want to buy a premium battle pass? Cost gold. Yeah.
At least they give you a way to earn gold in game.
Yeah, that was. I mean, we could talk about that for at least an hour. Their Red Dead Online today versus Red Dead Online, the year that it came out. I'll just say the year it came out. The amount of gold that you were earning when it came out was substantially more than the amount of gold that you can earn now. If you want to get 40 bars of gold, you're looking at like months of grind versus when it came out when you were looking at like a month of grind.
Well, we didn't play it when we got into it. That wasn't after it came out. That was a while later, wasn't it?
It was, and by God's grace, we hit the online scene exactly when they were doing the Outlaw Pass. That it was the first Outlaw Pass that started to give you increased inventory for ammo. And apparently, I don't think any of us paid attention to it at the time, but the community that had been playing up to that point was in outrage over that, because before there was no competitive way for you to spend money and gain advantage in the game. That's where it started.
I remember when that happened.
So obviously you want more ammo slots, because if you're a PvP player, you have more ammo than your opponent does. Fuck yes, that's an advantage, obviously. But yeah, I don't even know if they're doing Outlaw Passes anymore. I haven't paid attention to Red Dead for so fucking long. The last time that I played Red Dead, I was completely shit-faced wasted, and I went and I drove the train around while I was dressed as a train man, and I just gave people rides.
It's a lot of fun riding the train.
Yeah, driving the train too. Fuck yeah. Okay. So, the last stuff that we're talking about, the real fun stuff that we're talking about. is going to be how Microsoft is selling Activision Blizzard cloud gaming rights to Ubisoft.
I love this so much. We're not a monopoly. Look, we sold this shitty thing that we didn't actually want. Anyway.
Cloud gaming from Activision Blizzard. Yes. Yes. That is
This
what...
is like after Microsoft has already learned that cloud gaming is a non-starter.
Yeah, exactly. The technology is just not there yet.
They're like, yeah, you can do that. We don't want to.
So obviously Microsoft is really trying to push the merger through. That's what this article is about. And one of the ways that they're trying to push that merger through is selling off cloud gaming. As you have already succinctly summarized, Omega, we're not a monopoly.
Well, it's funny because we were talking about earlier what they might spin off to try and avoid the monopoly stuff. We were talking about like whole studios and shit,
Yeah,
and they're just
properties.
like, cloud gaming service, fuck that. We throw that out. Who cares?
What's
Like
the
they
most
just took this little tiny thing.
What's the most worthless thing that the FTC doesn't understand that we can get rid of?
Yeah, like what is something that really doesn't matter at all that we found is really not worth doing financially, but sounds like, hey, cloud gaming services? First off, people who don't know shit about tech, they hear cloud, and I mean, that obviously is very important technology. And services, well, services, that's ongoing, and you can make money off that.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So... yeah, that's hilarious. We were talking about like they're going to spin off studios, like
I would put my
entire,
penis in it.
like just entire chunks of the company. Nah,
No, apparently it's, yeah, this is what we get.
I think it's hilarious.
So this is the latest development in that. And maybe it'll work, who knows. But it'll be interesting to see how Ubisoft monetizes that. They're talking about, in this article, they say there's going to be a one-time payment from Ubisoft to Microsoft. And there will be a wholesale pricing mechanism that, quote, includes the option to pay based on usage. So Ubisoft will then have the ability to license out the games to other subscription services, as well as to pay a fee to force Microsoft to port Activision games to competing PC gaming operating systems like Linux. So... competing PC gaming systems like Linux. Jesus Christ, is Linux a PC gaming competition? I don't...
No, but they one day might want to pretend that they are.
I would love it. I would love it if the games that I played right now were designed to work on Linux. I know that I can get them to work on Linux. I just can't speak to how stable they will be while working on Linux. So I would love that, but I don't see that happening.
It would take such a massive shift of the paradigm of gaming for developers to start designing games with Linux in mind.
I'm imagining the install process for a game, trying to walk, so even if it's something stupid simple, to instruct your average human being how to install a package onto Linux. They would just fucking flip out.
And then all the different packages, like, yeah, just
all the dependencies.
That would be...
That's the benefit of installing anything on a Linux package or out of a Linux package is that you can just have the package call the dependencies. You know exactly where to get them, and it will create this isolated little environment for your application to run in. The problem that a lot of people, this is a huge debate in the Linux community actually, because there are different ways of installing packages and creating virtual environments for shit. So you can have an environment that's completely isolated, but in that instance, it falls to you to update the individual dependencies. And often, most of the time, there's no indication that there's been an update. So what are you going to do? You're going to run an update script, like, every single time that you run the game or some shit. Yeah. No. Gaming on Linux is far too complicated for most human beings.
Oh man, I want to install this game that I just downloaded. Let me click this button. on my Windows PC. Hey, look, it's installed. Versus like, hey, I want to play this game. Good thing I also like spending an entire day before I play the game just installing the game because I am that big of a nerd.
Yeah. I'll say, to Steam's credit, there's a whole section on Steam that's just games for Linux. So Steam is also available on Linux, and you can go on there, and that is great. But yeah, your popular titles, Blizzard, I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 is available on Linux. Yeah, just not. The best way I've ever heard Linux described is, or a comparison between Linux and Windows is that when it comes to Linux, imagine that, or just try to keep in mind that not everybody enjoys assembling their car before they drive to work. That's kind of the best way to describe it. Yes. Yes, you do. You need to do some extra work in Linux. You need to know what you're doing. The benefit of that is that you have a lot more control in what happens. You are ostensibly more secure as long as you know what you are doing.
Yeah, but even once you get really good at building that car, you still have to do it every day.
Exactly. Not
You have to
always
like
fun.
doing it. Like, that's...
It's a
You
lifestyle.
have to like that.
Oh, that goofy little penguin. Gets me every time. Alright, and the last thing, because this is always this is the highlight of the show now. This week in Twitter news, Elon Musk plans to remove headlines from news articles shared on X. If it sounds stupid, it's because it is.
How's that even work?
So what he wants to do right now, whenever you share a link in Twitter, it's the same thing as in Discord. When you share a link in Discord, this little card comes up that has a picture, a title picture. It's got a headline above it, and it's got a little snippet of text, maybe a sentence that just gives you a summary. If the article is well written, the first sentence will give you a summary of what the article is about. So yeah, it's an informative card that you can just, you can click on, or you can just glance at it and be like, huh, that is not something I'm interested in, and you move on. Elon, because he's a genius, remember, decided that this was taking up too much real estate on the page. That's too much space. And we need to compact that. We need to find a way to make that smaller. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out all the text. Now, when you paste the link on Twitter, you're going to get the picture. You're going to get that card still. You get the cover picture for the article. And that's it.
So the cover pictures, well, I mean, if this actually happens, what's going to happen is online, what do we call them? They're not newspapers, but online news sites or wherever these articles are being hosted, the cover image for these articles are going to turn into YouTube thumbnails where it's just text on the image.
Right.
So
Right.
that'll be the next, that'll be the evolution if this change actually goes through. If he wasn't, quite so galaxy brained, he might have the idea of removing the picture and just keeping the text of the headline because, that's actually useful information. But
yeah.
Hey, I'm no galaxy brained Elon Musk, so
because he is a genius, remember. He is a genius. So the quote in this article actually is, quote, "It's something Elon wants. They were running it by advertisers who didn't like it, surprise, surprise, but it's happening," said the source. Musk thinks that articles occupy excessive space on the timeline. The platform is known for its ongoing challenge in retaining advertisers, a problem that their CEO has been dedicated to resolving over the past 8 weeks. So advertisers are not in favor of this. And yeah, I see. Wow, you're talking about, maybe just keep the text, or you could fucking do what I did when I was programming a goddamn RSS newsfeed years ago. Yeah, I didn't want the card to be that big either. So what I did was I made it longer horizontally and shorter vertically. I shrunk the picture down to a reasonable thumbnail size, like the icon that you might have on a Windows machine, and I kept all the text. and it made the whole thing way smaller, and nothing was lost. You still had like the color, the eye-grabbing photo, even though it was smaller. Usually, title cards on news sites like the one I'm looking at right now, or let's go back to this one. Yeah, you can shrink that down, and it's still perfectly fucking legible. And then you keep the text so that people know what's what. But I'm not a genius like Elon Musk is.
Here's the thing. That wasn't Elon's idea, and 2, it doesn't piss everybody off, so why would he do it?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And that is why everyone pays him the big bucks.
He's somehow turned into this, like, just weird, just incel troll thing who's become convinced that, like, when people are mad at him, it's because he's owning them, which means he's doing the right thing. It's really starting to boggle the mind. In other news, we should congratulate the engineers and scientists of SpaceX for their first successful human spaceflight.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Delivering astronauts to the space station.
Wonderful job, SpaceX. I'm sure that Elon Musk was there in the control room running absolutely everything, because remember, he is a genius.
Yeah,
Hey,
those
remember-
rockets don't launch without Elon.
Galaxy brain. Ha!
Galaxy
Sorry.
brain. Oh god, that's a Girls' Generation song that's now stuck in my head.
Not
In the
you, Doc. That
galaxy,
never
galaxy.
happens.
Oh. Yep. All the
That
fucking
never
time.
happens. I love it. The occasional Sunday morning where it is just Doc sitting in voice chat, playing
Playing K-pop.
nothing but playing K-pop. Those are my favorite mornings.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. I haven't had to do any like serious computer work for a long time, but that's usually when that happens.
Well, it's now it's because poor Yunella's not up and hadn't been up for a while. Rip Yunella, we miss you.
Yeah, I gotta get on that. I should just fucking reinstall. I figured out how to reinstall the bot without the requirement, so I could probably do that. It's really just adding like 4 things to the command line, so I could do that. I just need to reinstall. I need to gut her right now, and I need to try and transfer all that over because she's got a ton of really like fun modules. I could just install them all over again. We need to be able to compare penis sizes. It's important.
Yes.
Or at least penis sizes as Yunella imagines them. Because
That is my boost of feel good.
yeah, right, because my penis is not that big. Not in real life. She made my penis like 11 equal signs in a row. That's like what, a grand total of 1.5 inches. That's too big.
Yep. That's Oh my god, this goblin just threw a bottle of grease at my character and knocked itself prone. It threw the grease and knocked itself prone.
Did it? Okay, well, great. That's fucking fantastic. You had me
And
at grease.
Yeah, and that's when I just start laying into it with sneak attacks from my rogue.
It's not the smartest move that he could have made.
I mean, it is a goblin, so
There's more.
A for effort.
I wish there was more grappling fighting in D&D content. Because, yeah, I would love to see a character greased up grappling, see how that works. Would you get, like, disadvantage on your attack roll against a greased up opponent if you were trying to grapple them?
Greased up deaf guy.
Exactly.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's something we never tried with Bodak. You guys never attempted to well, actually,
Well, oiled him
That's a
up.
fucking lie. We
That-
oiled him up.
Yeah, that's different. That was oil so that we could set you on fire. That was not to like give you an advantage in one of the fisticuffs matches that you got into, which was planned.
No. What it was is we were attempting to set the
Forest
that
fire.
one forest on fire.
Yeah, we were trying
Yep.
to start a forest fire. So how did we choose to do that? Of course, we poured oil all over our Goliath, set him on fire, and told him to run.
It did not work.
It's too bad it was so damp.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Had to use the fucking word.
God damn it, Masami would be so proud. All right. So yeah, that's all the news. That I am tentatively looking forward to what Elon does next week because I've kind of grown accustomed to having This Week in Twitter on the podcast.
You know, it's going to be really sad when he's no longer doing anything at Twitter.
God,
I mean, that'll be a while, but
yeah. By the time that rolls around, X will be a full-fledged hardcore porn platform, or it'll be a dating service with hardcore pornography available. He's gonna merge a dating service with the concept of OnlyFans. It's like you can date your favorite adult performer if you buy her enough shoes.
Right.
Or him. There are plenty of men on OnlyFans. Myself, for example. I'm still pissed off about that. They won't let me upload any content. All I wanted to do was share really stupid pictures of... basically, I just wanted to share stupid pictures of memes that I find online and also just intersperse Zero's feet. That's all I wanted to do with the OnlyFans account. They won't let me do that unless I take a picture of my driver's license while I'm holding it and send it to them. I'm just like, fuck you, no. There has got to be a better way to verify my identity. No, wait. I remember what it was. Yeah, so for the picture, they take you to this website. They have some sort of proprietary technology, or proprietary service, I should say, that it asks for access to your webcam so that it can take a look at you and identify
I gotta
you.
go. I gotta go.
All right.
All right, man.
Take care. GG's. I'm going to wrap up in a second anyway.
Okay, I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, man.
See ya. And the end of that story was, I don't own a fucking webcam. So
Which
there you
there's
go.
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I seriously don't own a webcam. I have a laptop that has a webcam on it, but I don't know if it works. It's very old. Alright.
Oh. It was a good podcast this week, Doc.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours. That was
Yeah.
another long one. We had a real good week last week. We had a real good week this week. There's a lot to talk about. What are you doing? Wait, which character is this?
This is Shadowheart. She is my trickery domain cleric.
Is this your playable character?
Yes, she is one
Okay.
of the playable characters.
So, okay. I didn't know if it was... Alright. Gotcha.
Okay, and then Lizelle needs to be leveled up as well.
When you do that, I hear the Lost Ark level up sound.
Mm.
A flash of light when you hit confirm. And I hear...
Right.
"Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do."
It's 18 strength. We'll go up 16 con.
Strong.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's very strong. I love her. Like, she is only second to my barbarian, and he's about ready to start going into fighter so that I have action surge. So
Don't ask me why she reminds me of this. So, you know, there's the Indian meme of show Bob's and Vagana.
yep.
Okay, it was that. So I saw the reverse of that a couple weeks ago, which is an Indian woman holding up a paper that says show penis and tecticals. And I was just like, yes. She looks like that woman. Send penis.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This entire thing is gonna be amazing because that bear right there
I want to watch.
is gonna be, oh, he's gonna tear shit up. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna watch. This is how we're gonna go out the podcast. Go
Okay,
ka-chow.
we're gonna go ahead and frenzy.
So mad. Bonk.
Mm. Yep, just set that
Fiery
bitch
bonk.
on fire.
Fiery bonk.
Burning hands. I love it.
Not enough movement.
Oh, but wait.
There's more.
Rush attack. Off balance. Action surge.
Ooh.
Yes. And we'll use regular attack.
I'm fucking terrible at combat in D&D, but I might not suck at this.
It's actually quite fun. The only problem I have with it is the fact that it is point and click.
Oh, gotcha. Are there no hotkeys?
No, your W, your Q, W, E, ASD are camera position.
Oh, okay. All right. So it lets you move around the map
So-
like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm familiar with that scheme at least. But yeah, I am used to having some buttons like, you know, on the other end of the keyboard. Maybe do some quick heals. Quick heals. Let's see. Oh my god, fuck him up. Pew!
Oh, critical
What?
miss.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it rolls just like everything is rolled
Right.
in combat.
Right.
So just like D&D, it's great. I love it.
Oh man.
Oh, good. This is gonna get fun.
I'll see that bear. I want to see that bear eat somebody whole.
Okay, so
I want that bear to wake up tomorrow with a bit of goblin in between his teeth,
Jump.
being like, "Where did I get this? Oh yeah." Magic missile. Fuck you.
okay, so we're gonna jump to here. Then we're
Ki.
gonna move to here. Then we're gonna use goading shot. They are successfully goaded, and they died. Okay, so that works.
They are the goat.
Oh, let's see if this works. Nope. But
No way.
this will.
Brutal.
Yeah, let's go ahead and frenzy. And in turn. It is burst turn. Burr go right there.
Charge burr.
Burr dash. Burr go right there. Oh, and he has good berries. That's great. I love it.
Aw, I remember good berries.
Oh my god, yes, just remain grouped up like that. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is going to get really fun really quick. Because she'll move to right there. And then cast. Oh shit! I can't get there. Crap.
Can you get the one to the bear's right? Or the left, sorry? Can you get the one to the bear's left?
No, I cannot get any of those because there's this darkness cloud.
No, I see. Shit, yeah, I see.
Hang on. Can I do this? Yes, I can do this.
What did you just do?
Invoked duplicity.
Oh, you got a clone. You got a shadow clone.
Yes. Trickery. Trickery clerics actually have the ability to get shadow clones.
That is interesting. Oh my goodness, they are just... Okay, alright. Rude. They really think that they're going to do something to that bear.
Oh, they are. They are fucking that bear up.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. Let's see here.
Chop. And another... Chop. Mayhaps a little... Brrr.
Yeah, I can't do it without hitting my own people.
Alright then, maybe a little... Chop.
Ah, crap.
Throw a spoon at him.
Can't. Actually... No, that takes an action. No, it is a bonus action. Hang on. All to hell with it.
Hey, do you think I could do... Do you think Barry could do that to Strahd? Because we did pick up that the dining ware that was in that room at the beginning of the dungeon crawl.
I bet you could. But I just threw a shovel and smacked it clean in the face and knocked him prone.
Good.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
The philosophy works. Like, if we have silverware, if Barry has silverware, vampires aren't supposed to like silver, so what if I just start throwing spoons at him? Bear, heal. Bear, attack. Angry bear. Bear, kill goblin. Bear, think about goblin. Regret.
Okay, so move her there. God, that is great. We're going to cast Cure Wounds.
I gotta send you that meme, or I'll post that meme in PubMub or something. It's called Relationship Advice, and it's two gorillas. This is the gorilla. Live with wife. Wife. Fight. Kill wife. Think about wife. Missed wife. Regret.
God.
It's so stupid.
Okay, are you dead? You're dead. And do I have a bonus action? I do not.
Damn.
What are you attacking?
Yeah.
It's missing every single time.
He's just that one goblin has shit luck, apparently. Yep. He's screwed. Now I go stab him in the butt.
Okay, so we attack.
No running away.
Ooh, do I do this recklessly?
Oh. They need a 13, you roll that? Yeah, I'd say do it.
And I don't have enough movement to...
You don't have enough juice.
Yeah, I didn't have enough movement to get there the rest of the way.
The AI plays pretty smart in this game, actually.
It is, and I've got it set to balanced. This is like the mid-level.
Good moves from your opponent. Too bad nobody went after that clone, though. Is he alive or prone?
Right here. No, dead.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, okay, good.
Let's see. So we're gonna do that. Nope, they saved.
Aww.
Now this is the fun part.
What's the save on...
I don't know. I'm still trying. I've got to go in and figure that out.
Sacred Flame is wisdom save? I
believe
easily look this
so.
up.
Let's see here. Oh, I do have a bonus action. Okay, Doc. I have a vampire. Asterion is great.
Aw, that's nice.
Let's move here. Nope.
Oh, Sacred Flame is a dex save.
Yeah, and these things are very dexterous.
Yeah, alright. So, alright. Good on the game. Makes sense.
Critical hit. He did.
Yay! Think about Goblin.
He missed.
How?
High dex.
You are bare.
And concentration broke on. That's why I missed. Bless. Let's see.
I would love to see a fight that's just environmental effects.
They do have a couple, actually.
Man, that was one of the most fun things in Diablo 3. It was back in the early days of Diablo 3. You could drop chandeliers on people and actually kill them.
Yeah.
I used to love that. So I would love doing that in this game, just luring people in front of objects and pushing the objects over.
That was a very short drop to take a point of damage on.
He's very heavy.
Yeah, he is a thick boy. Again with the miss?
Fuck you. Range attack. Kill him. Burn him.
One
Put
point
the screws
left
to him.
I can't get there. Did he fall? He did not. And missed.
This guy's got
but this
plot armor.
goblin is completely surrounded.
At this point, the smart AI would just give up.
It didn't know what to do. It ran out of time.
It's like...
Atta girl. Okay, now...
Good on you.
Go through and...
I didn't end the podcast. I still didn't end the podcast.
Yep.
Alright, thank you everybody for coming along. See you all next week. Same time, same place. Fuck Putin, fuck Winnie the Pooh. Fuck Nestle. Who's the other guy?
I forget.
Fuck Linus.
Oh, Linus Tech Tip.
Fuck him.